Ugh. What's up, chat? PREMulous. Yeah, I mean that's a common Euless. That's like the most common Euless next to early Euless, you know. Also, like if it looks like I'm looking down a lot, it's just because like I'm reading chat on my phone. If you didn't know, I'm currently away from home, so you know I'm streaming on my MacBook. So myself is shit. I've got no green screen. I'm using a shit plug-in to like get the green screen working, and my stream is delayed more than usual. So no, it's not Sweden. It's Scotland. I'm in Scotland. Ugh. Why are you laughing at Mac though? Shit, it's an M1 Max. This shit's fire. What are you talking about? Yeah, Scotland. It's Scotland. Ugh. Time's it. We got like 14 minutes left. We got quite some time before the event starts. Before the state of play commences. How's the volume levels? Volume is calm. All right, cool. So usually my stream delay is only like a second, 1 to 2 seconds, but because I'm streaming over Wi-Fi, I've got it to like just regular low latency instead of ultra low. So it might be like a 10-second delay. So you know, the chat won't be as instant. Although like I could probably put on ultra low and still get away with it, but I don't want to risk it because then it could make the stream lag. Yeah, man, I'm using Wi-Fi. Like, it's a bootleg thing right now. Like, we're away from home, innit? Like, my whole shit, all my shit is in boxes right now. My PC, most of the stuff in my room, because of, like, construction work and shit. Ugh. I'm gonna try and get some clips done, though. There's a few clips I need to do from here. I'll see if I can put those together while I'm here. And I gotta do the Mario Kart shit because, you know, that shit is gonna be crazy. They've got the shit, like, you can already, like, see the menus on the game, but you can't play them, like, the new cops. So, it's kind of taunting me right now. How long they do in my room for? You know, construction workers be like, oh, this will take, like, 1 to 2 weeks, and then the shit takes, like, a fucking month, so... I don't even know if by the time I leave here, like, my room will be ready. I'll probably still end up, like, roomless. So, we'll see what happens. You didn't know they announced another state of play? Well, it was kind of on the down low. Like, it wasn't, like, a very blatant one. I mean, it's like a Hogwarts Legacy state of play, so it was, like, specifically for the game. So... I don't think they're going to show anything else at this one. So if you don't care about this game, then there's no reason to be here, I guess. Prem says he can't afford new games, but can afford room renovation. Well, I live at home, so I didn't pay for the renovation. In fact, I didn't even want the renovation, so, you know, it was just one of those things that kind of happened. I'm trying to find a way where I can keep this phone up and read chat without just looking down all the time. Ugh. Maybe that'll work. Now I'll just be looking to the right. Did I film the food sponsor at home? No, I filmed that at home before I packed all my stuff. The part where I wasn't showing my face, I filmed that like yesterday. But the actual food part I filmed before. Am I a fan of Harry Potter? Of course. I need to rewatch some of those movies though, because like some of them I never rewatched. Some of them I watched in the cinema and that was it. You know, the ones I would have rewatched is obviously like the first three. You know, Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban. You know. What's up, the Cubash? The only reason to stay is if you like Prem's content, so I'm leaving. Of course. It's Philosopher's Stone, you Americans, okay? It was literally Philosopher's Stone, and they only changed it to Sorcerer's Stone in America because they said Americans wouldn't get what a philosopher is, or they wouldn't think a philosopher was cool, so they changed it to Sorcerer's Stone. But Harry Potter was British, and it's Philosopher's Stone, okay? What mic do I use for my videos back in my house? It's called the Elgato Wave 3, I believe. It's the same mic I'm using here. It's just that the room is not as treated. Like at home, my shit is like tuned to sound really good, whereas here, like, there's a lot more echo. So that can affect the quality, but it's literally the same mic I use at home. I just carried it with me. The only Harry Potter you remember is the one with the crazy snake. You mean Severus Snape? Or like an actual snake? My Harry Potter is a bit, I'm not gonna lie, because like I haven't watched it recently. I'm probably gonna have to do a marathon at some point to like catch up on the shit, you know. Oh yeah, let me plug the clips channel as I usually do. Plug that. This video's 6 views away from 100, so you know, let's sort that out. How do you get rid of the echoey sounds? Well, I mean, if your room has got a lot of echo, it's gonna be really hard to. I got like some plugins that can help with that, but it's not ideal. It kind of works, but it's not perfect. The best thing is to just not have an echoey room, or if you have an echoey room, you have to buy some kind of tool that you put in front of your mic, which I guess is fine if you're doing just audio, but if you're showing your face, it could get in the way. So, you know, you're gonna have to rely on plugins if you have that situation. Another thing is like, don't put your gain on your microphone too high. If you make your gain too high, it captures more of the sounds around you. So if you've got a lot of background noise, you want to set your gain really low and then be right in front of the mic so it just picks you. What's up, Fidel? You watched a quarter of the second Harry Potter movie, read like 4 pages of the book before you got booked. Wow. I mean, I'll admit, I had quite a few Harry Potter books and I never finished a single one. Maybe I finished Philosopher's Stone, I don't know. But the books are so fucking big. I would, every time I'm like, okay, this time I'm gonna finish this book. And I just never finished it. But I watched all the movies, you know, minus the few minutes I missed because I had to leave the cinema to go and pee. My kid bled at the time. But like, you know, I definitely watched those movies. I really hope this game doesn't just appeal to Harry Potter fans as someone who isn't really into Harry Potter. Well, I mean, it's a Harry Potter game, so I mean, it's gonna appeal to the lore of Harry Potter. I mean, in terms of the gameplay, if you think the gameplay is fun, you could probably play it without understanding the lore, because they probably tell you shit in the game. But you can't be like, I hate Harry Potter, and then go and play a Harry Potter game. It seems a bit, you know. I'm a Harry Potter fan, but not like massively loving it. Like, I'm not a fan of 5, 6, 8. Wait, you didn't like Order of the Phoenix? Order of the Phoenix was lit though. I wouldn't do a ranking right now because it's too long ago. All I know is I remember loving Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, that shit was fire. Like, that shit, that was my shit. Okay, like, dead ass. Goblet of Fire was lit. Order of the Phoenix was lit. Half-Blood Prince, that might have been a not as great one. I have to rewatch though. Deadly Hallows Part 1 was just a Part 1, which is kind of annoying, which means 2 is gonna be like the big one. I did love Chamber of Secrets as well, and obviously Philosopher's Stone was the first one, so that's gonna stick in your head, like, you know. Zone be like, I'm a Harry Potter fan, but I hate half of the franchise. Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, there's a certain other franchise where we do that, like we hate half the franchise and we're still a fan. So I'm not gonna say what that is, but you know what I mean. Someone's gonna ring my phone and this thing's gonna fall flat. Yes, to my knowledge, this is only for Harry Potter. So, yeah. How many minutes you got left? It says starting in 6 minutes. Why is it so behind? The fuck? Hurry the fuck up. It's about 6 minutes. The time travel in Prison Azkaban is... Yeah, I need to rewatch Prison. I love that movie, man. What is the highest rated Harry Potter movie on IMDb? I don't even know. I should probably check that shit. I might just check on my phone actually and see if I could just search that right now. Harry Potter. You just like sort it in like order of score. No, they're not gonna make it that easy. Okay, 7.6 for Philosopher's Stone. 7.7 for Goblet of Fire. 7.9 for Prisoner of Azkaban. 8.2 for Deathly Hallows Part 2. 7.7 for Deathly Hallows Part 1. Half-Blood Prince. 7.6. Chamber of Secrets. 7.4. So Deathly Hallows Part 2 was the only one that passed 8. And then I think Prisoner of Azkaban was second at 7.9. Sounds about right. I was about to call you on Insta after you said that, but decided against it. After I said what? Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? I never watched Lord of the Rings. I need to watch that. You know, when that shit was fresh, I think it was rated 12 at the cinema, and this was like early 2000s. I wasn't old enough to see it. You know, but I remember everyone going on about Lord of the Rings, but I never watched it. I really wish they could have showed this game the last day I played, because the last one was one of the worst. What was the last day I played? I forgot what happened in that shit. Oh yeah, this is the one we played, Elden Ring. Fucking Margit. Fuck's sake. Ugh. Twitter about to rip Perm Pot for getting hyped for anything Harry Potter related. Why is that? Oh shit, you can call people on Insta. I didn't even think about that. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's Harry Potter, okay? Like, I give a fuck about Harry Potter. You know, what can I say? What's up, Anthony Moon? Ugh. Hopefully the stream isn't lagging. Streaming on Wi-Fi gives me like anxiety. I'm not calling Twip, okay? Gotta get back to watching Civil War. You mean Captain America? Wait, Bradley, you watched The Winter Soldier. I hope you've ranked The Winter Soldier super high, okay? I hope you haven't slandered The Winter Soldier. Civil War is great, okay? Civil War is lit, but Winter Soldier is better. Just putting that out there, okay? Like, we gotta set shit straight. Ugh. pause the music now. This shit's about to start. Got like a minute 20 left. The level's good. Civil War's decent. No issues with phonics. I mean, I think it was pretty high up there in terms of for Marvel movies. You know, Winter Soldier's obviously better, but you know.
Wands at the ready, State of Play is back with an in-depth look at the magic brewing in Hogwarts Legacy.
Alright, let's go. This shit better be fire, okay? We need some Game of the Year contenders. Right now, all we got is Kirby. And I guess some people say Breath of the Wild too, but that's not really my cup of tea. Phase 3 has the factually best films, but what feels so... Did Phase 3 have the best? I don't know. I mean, Endgame, sure. All right, it begins. State of Play. Apparently, it's like 20 minutes long, so shit better be good. All right, Warner Bros. Games. Avalanche. Port Key Games Wizarding World.
Lumos.
That's supposed to be Harry? Ugh. I forgot they don't like using the likeness of actors because why is it the same?
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
All right. Oh.
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy. You're a new student
yeah,
at the
I've seen the
famed
Batman.
School of Witchcraft
We'll talk
and
about it
Wizardry
after this.
with a unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world. You'll need to uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it to destroy wizard kind, as you may be the one that decides the fate of the entire wizarding world. But before you can study magic and begin to solve these mysteries, you must create
mean
the
don't
witch
play
or
as Harry?
wizard
What
you
the
want to
fuck?
be.
It's a prequel to Harry Potter. Oh my god, you don't even
When you
play
arrive
as
at
him?
Hogwarts, you will be
What a
sorted into
waste.
one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. After you settle into your dormitory, you will meet up with your housemates in the common room. You will then need to attend classes, and you do have some
For
catching up
fuck's
to do,
sake.
as you were starting
Pissing
Hogwarts
me
late
off.
as a 5th year.
My streaming setup is so botched right now. My god. Is the audio back? Oh, fuck's sake. Are you serious? Can you, like, please?
Not bad for a beginner. Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school.
Fucking macOS doesn't let you
meet your
record desktop
professors and
audio.
learn to cast
You gotta use like a
spells,
third-party
grow
plugin,
magical plants,
but then they want to charge
brew
like
potions, and
120
more.
bucks for
In
it.
between classes,
So
you'll
I'm
be
using
able
the
to
free
explore
trial,
the
but then that
castle
cuts
famous
off for
for
like
its
20
secrets,
minutes. So like then
enchantments,
I have to
and
reset.
mysteries.
Fucking
You'll discover
macOS.
dungeons and secret passageways,
Ooh,
as
look
well
at
as
that.
challenging puzzles that will require magical skill and a clever mind to solve.
If we can't play Quidditch, the game is shit. Okay?
You may even find yourself in iconic locations
Is that Dobby?
you've never been able to explore before.
And they all look like Dobby, to be honest.
It's the late 1800s, so while the common rooms and classes may be familiar, most of
Late
your professors will
1800s?
not
Oh,
be.
shit.
However,
They
you may
weren't joking about
recognize a
that
few
prequel. They
faces.
always
All in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. His offering is sure to win them over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
You'll come to know this eclectic group of talented witches and wizards in class and while completing side assignments that are part of a special curriculum, ones designed to help you catch up with the other fifth years at your own speed.
Lumos.
Opportunities for adventure
I
abound
wanna
in
see what
the
the
area
gameplay is
surrounding
like.
Hogwarts.
What's
The
the
magical
main thing we'll be
abilities you
doing?
learn to master through your schoolwork will soon become tested as you unravel a dangerous mystery by working alongside the accomplished and yet enigmatic Professor Fig to try and discover if the rumors of a mounting goblin rebellion hold any weight, and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
Newspaper.
Opinions
Oh,
differ as to
late
how great a
1800s,
threat he
of course.
really is.
Walking is the gameplay. Of course.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
The wizarding world of this era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a
Here we
magical
go, the
force,
combat.
powerful goblins,
Oh,
and
shit.
sinister witches and wizards, all willing to fight, even kill, to achieve their own goals.
Better be able to fly though.
In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? Are you not telling me?
But perhaps you shouldn't involve yourself with that just yet.
Let's go.
These environments are beautiful though. This is gonna bang at 4K though. Like real talk, shit gonna bang at 4K.
Enemies possess unique defensive and offensive abilities, including blasting curses, stunning spells, enchanted weaponry, and more. While some may attack directly, others might enchant and incapacitate you. Mastery of the shield charm allows you to deflect ranged spells
Shield
and
charm.
direct weapon strikes.
Okay. That looks interesting.
Counterattack
objects,
with powerful
okay.
stunning charms, allowing you to follow up with extended spell combinations.
Alright. Looks like there's some strategies you're gonna have to learn here.
Students who become particularly adept at spellcasting will find many ways to exploit their enemy's weakness.
Yeah, he
Slam
just
with
manhandling
Defender.
her, just taking the shit, throwing it,
Roast with
grabbing
Incendio,
objects.
devastate
God
your
damn.
enemies using various finishes. You can even use the mysterious,
Wait,
powerful
passive
magic
effect.
your professors do not understand to obliterate your
He's
strongest
abusing this
foes.
fool.
Mixing and matching dozens of spells will let you define your combat style.
Are these spells gonna be easy to pull off? Was it gonna
On
be like
your
some
path
Street
to
Fighter
become the
type
ultimate
movement
duelist.
this way kind of shit?
you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills to aid your progression as a wizard. Complete challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talents to upgrade your spells, plants, and potions to increase their power. Decide which talents best fit your playstyle to allow you to focus on your favorite types of magic. You can also loot, buy, or craft your own magical gear that will increase your offensive and defensive capabilities in combat. Gear can be upgraded and specialized to allow for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
Use a strong, even motion when cutting your ingredients.
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you hone your wand skills, you can continue to further your magical education at Hogwarts, progressing your development as a witch or wizard.
But will we
Brew
be able
potions
to
that
fly?
can increase your power when you need a boost. Grow and deploy magical plants to mob the battlefield and keep your enemies at bay.
You set the plants on them, my god.
You can even unleash deadly mandrake seedlings to incapacitate unsuspecting enemies. In Beasts class, you will learn about a variety of magical beasts you might encounter, both at school and as you explore the world surrounding the castle and its grounds.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to
we can
maneuver
fly.
on a broomstick safely.
Oh, this is what we need.
Learning
this
and mastering broom flight is highly recommended so that you may travel around the world more quickly.
Oh, this is what we need.
I want you to do my herbology homework.
You're despicable.
Some abilities may be taught to you by students who become your friends. As you develop relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey as your companions. And over time, you'll learn their stories.
This is our chance.
Natsai Onai is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks.
Man,
Poppy
she's
Sweeting
let
has a
people
kind
get locked
heart
out.
and loves magical beasts, connecting with them more easily than with humans.
But what happens now?
Unafraid of detention or breaking the rules,
Sneaking in the restricted section again.
is Sebastian Sallow, a charismatic Slytherin
We've been over this, boy. Prophets cannot reverse a curse.
with a troubling family secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
You'll meet these students and more as you explore common rooms, hallways between classes, and regular gathering areas.
Welcome to the Room of Requirement.
The room of requirement. Okay, what the fuck is this?
One of the most remarkable secrets of Hogwarts is known as the Room of Requirement. You're introduced to this space that seems to sense what you need and then provides it for you.
Invisibility potion.
Since you need to catch up to your peers, the room provides space for you to sow and harvest plants, brew potions, and upgrade your gear.
Man, this is the coolest school in the world. Besides
A helpful
PCA.
house elf named Deke helps you discover vivariums that allow you to nurture your own menagerie of magical beasts.
What is it? Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
You can freely customize this space to reflect your personality and magical specialties.
Beyond the castle walls.
Not everything you need on your journey is available at Hogwarts.
Oh,
You'll
you
want to visit the
leave?
nearby wizarding village of Hogsmeade,
Ooh,
where
you
loads of
leave?
shops and vendors can provide you with the supplies you require.
Ooh.
From potion ingredients and recipes, to seeds for magical plants, to all sorts of gear.
Can we go meet Harry Potter's
But
grandparents or some
Hogsmeade
shit?
also has its dangerous side. A band of dark witches and wizards, emboldened by the turmoil of the times, wander the village outskirts. You must avoid them
this
or
combat
defeat
looks
them.
fire.
As you explore, you'll find the world surrounding Hogwarts is alive with activity, wonders, and areas of unusual interest. As the school year
snow.
progresses, dynamic seasons and climates will fill the sky with lightning or sunshine, or coat the ground with snow or rain. Unique wizarding hamlets pepper the countryside, each with vendors and residents who have stories to tell, and missions with which they could use your assistance. Be on the lookout for enchanting magical puzzles that may very well have been designed by Merlin himself when he was a student at Hogwarts. Magical beasts roam the lands outside the castle walls. Some have been corrupted by a mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk of poachers and their traps. If you're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the Room of Requirement. But there are dangers beyond your understanding in the world as well. Dungeons and vaults hold perilous threats and also untold rewards. Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path.
Okay. What we got down here?
Master spells. Befriend new allies. Journey across a landscape never seen before. Uncover ancient secrets. Combat mystical threats. Learn long-forgotten mysteries. Become the witch or wizard you want to be as you leave your unique mark on the wizarding world. Here,
man,
in Hogwarts Legacy.
Negative, man. No one wants that shit. Holiday 2022. Live the unwritten. I mean, this is state of play, so they're not gonna put PC on their logo, but I think it's on PC.
That was your first extended look at Hogwarts Legacy. Now let's hear from the real wizards and witches behind the game.
You mean the developers? So they're gonna start waffling. Actually, while they're waffling, let me fucking
the attention to detail and
Google
the passion and the love for this brand that the team has is astonishing.
Our team is so excited to take all of the love that they put into this as fans and give it to
Hogwarts
fans.
Legacy
This is the game that they've dreamed of for 20 years.
PS5, PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One. Basically everything but Switch, so we're pretty much set.
The lore of the Wizarding World is already so rich, and all we had to do was harness those elements
So
and
as long as it's on
build a
Steam
game
and
out
it's
of
not
it.
some bullshit
The
epic
movies, the
fucking
books,
shit,
they
then
all
we're
touched
good.
me in such a way. Like, it makes me want to go to experience Hogwarts, makes me put in so much more detail into this game.
We really want to make sure that anything we add or anything we play with or anything that we explore really feels authentic.
Bringing to life
buying a
just
used
the
copy?
charm
Well,
and love,
fair
everything we
point.
have for the books.
Although I got
and
a
then
digital
marrying that
PS5,
with
so
the iconic
yeah.
experiences
I ain't
from the
buying no
movies
more
that
physical
fans will
games.
recognize is really
I mean,
just the
PC,
perfect
you don't buy
handshake
physical games for
between
that,
the two.
so
Just the
definitely get it
discovery
on
of like,
PC
seeing
unless it's
things
an Epic
portrayed
Games
for the
Store
first time.
exclusive,
Maybe
then I'll
they've
get it on
read
PS5.
something and had a picture in their head the whole time, but then finally to get to touch it, to walk around it.
You've got all these elements that can come together to create this amazing AAA open world action RPG.
When it comes to the open world, we just knew it wasn't going to be enough to just stare out of the windows of Hogwarts and wonder what it's like out there. But the final question that fans ask is, what's beyond that? What's beyond the Forbidden Forest? What's going to be beyond Hogsmeade? What's beyond the Black Lake if I start traveling south? And
I
we
wonder
just felt like
how
we had
much
to answer
world
those
there is
questions.
outside of Hogwarts to explore. Like, what's the limit? Because obviously Hogwarts is the main thing. But
We're creating
who
a
knows how
real
deep it
wide
goes?
palette of opportunities and ways to explore the world. You're going to see different stories that are really exclusive to who you were in the world.
Hogwarts Legacy is an original story that takes place in the late 1800s.
You are a new student who is starting at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year, which is very unusual. So already there's a bit of an edge and a bit of a mystery.
The original story that we tell in the game is your story of what you did, in the Wizarding world that you haven't seen before.
So can you create your own
magic
character?
with our story we're trying to tell.
Fans are familiar with the Wizarding world from, the 1900s and on, really. But now, with this world, we're able to sort of create a space that's their own. Fans of the series will know that ancient magic has been around for a long time, to say the least, and that Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic. And the Avatar, the player, has the ability to sense it and possibly wield it or control it.
Our process of development started with rereading the books.
They showed the character. I
And
mean,
over
I didn't
development,
remember
we
everything.
reread the
I mean, it was
books
20 minutes
many
onslaught
times.
of info, okay?
Every time
so
we
much
start
info
with
I
a
could
new
barely
feature,
keep
we
up.
dig into that, and then beyond, we would go
Well, that's
into
good
the
then. I
films.
can create myself in there. Put myself in Hogwarts.
Being able to put our own spin on what this universe is was a pretty big deal. I helped design a piece that nobody has ever seen before, the Hufflepuff common room. You know, as a Hufflepuff, you always wondered, like, what is my common room supposed to look like?
It's close enough to the world that we know that fans will recognize certain names, they'll recognize spells, they'll recognize certain locations.
I recognize that doorway. I
spell I
recognize
remember
that
is like
classroom.
expected
But mostly, it's going to be an entirely new
spells.
wizarding world that no one's ever
I
experienced.
think there was like an Expelliarmus or some shit like that.
When people engage in the wizarding world, what's the one anchor? Like, what's the thing that everyone comes back to? What's the thing that grounds it all and grounds all these characters and grounds all these figures? And for us, we really felt like that answer was Hogwarts itself. That school, that famous school of witchcraft and wizardry, is really what binds it all.
How to bring Hogwarts to life. That was a very big challenge because, as everybody knows, Hogwarts is huge.
Now we need to know exactly how this passage connects to this passage for a game, because you're gonna have to walk it.
And of course, again, the Sentient Castle, it's got new surprises up its sleeves. It likes to keep its students on its toes. We've put so many little secrets and passageways and rooms in this castle.
We recreate those very important locations, and then there's these other places that are only mentioned in the books or just alluded to, and we have to make the connective tissue that brings all of it together.
All right.
Having a world that is a breathing, living world is very hard to do because it's all about the details. And as a concept team, we really got into those details and studied history, studied architecture.
I hope that when fans play the game, they get as lost in it as I do. I can just be reviewing a side mission, and all of a sudden I find myself wandering Hogwarts for like 45 minutes because it's so beautiful.
The community is absolutely going to love Hogwarts Legacy.
It's gonna be so fun.
Get that letter to Hogwarts and go to Hogwarts.
We're so excited for people to come to this, to inhabit it, to actually enter the Hogwarts that we built. This is your Hogwarts Legacy. We truly hope you enjoyed the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play. Our team is so grateful for the excitement.
This is how you do a
and for the
state of play.
passion
You
that
show
all of
fire
you bring
shit,
to this.
focus
It's
on
truly what
gameplay.
fuels us.
Once the gameplay is
On
done,
behalf of our
then
team
you
at
yap.
WB Games Avalanche,
Okay,
we want to thank
Jeff
you for being
Keighley,
here today. And
you don't
we'll
do
see you at Hogwarts.
20 seconds of gameplay and then 5 minutes of yapping and then another 20
That's
seconds
our
of gameplay
show.
and
We
then
hope
10
you're
minutes of
excited
yapping.
for the magic to
You
come.
show the
See you next
gameplay,
time.
onslaught, then you yap. Give people the option to sit through the yap instead of forcing us. This is a good state of play. Solid state of play. Showed something fire, showed something that people actually want to fucking play. Ugh. Exactly, even the yapping wasn't the worst. The yapping wasn't the worst because they already warmed us up with the good gameplay, okay? Like, you know. But the yapping is like culling. You can't like cull after like a shit fuck, right? You gotta have a good fuck before culling. Like, no one wants to cull after a shit fuck. So, they showed good gameplay, and then they gave us the yapping. Simple as that. That's all you had to do. And yeah, like, Holiday 2022, shit looks fire. I definitely want to get it. You know, I'm definitely going to cop that on PC, as long as they don't pull a launcher exclusive bullshit. Oh, Gamer Guide, if you were such a Harry Potter fan, you would have showed up on time. But yes, it's over. The state of play was just for Harry Potter. It was a 20-minute event, and it's over now. But the game looks fire, though. The game looks fire, so you're gonna have to. Well, actually, all you have is a Switch, so you can't play it. The Batman discussion. Oh yeah, the Batman. There's not really much to say. The movie was cool. People need to relax about comparing it to like the Nolan movies, especially not the Dark Knight. Relax, okay? People comparing the Batman to the Dark Knight while smoking some shit. Is it comparable to the first and third of the Nolan trilogy? I don't know. I wouldn't go there personally. For fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Fucking trial version. Anyway. You'd say it's better than Rises? I mean, Rises was a bit convoluted, but it still came together decently well at the end. I don't know. It's kind of tough because Rises has its problems, but I feel like Rises' highs are still higher than the Batman's highs, if that makes sense. You know, I don't know where I put it next to Batman Begins. Batman Begins was pretty good as well, but I don't know, man. I mean, all I know is 110% for a fact. Don't even compare it to The Dark Knight. It's not happening. Relax. The other two, we can talk, but that being said, Pattinson did a great job. I already knew he was gonna do a great job. You know, I would say he's very similar in quality to Bale if we're just talking Batman. You know, but the actual movie itself, I mean, Riddler was good. I think Riddler did a great job, but like, yeah, like relax with the Nolan comparisons. That's all I'm saying. Rise is one of Nolan's weaker films. I mean, yeah, but it's Nolan. Like, he's got Inception under his belt, and you know, The Dark Knight. Like, the Batman is better than all Nolan movies. Okay, relax. Okay, you lot need to relax. You see the movie fresh in the cinema, and you're like, "Yep, it's better than all the old shit." No, okay, relax. The Batman is not touching The Dark Knight, not in any reality. Okay. Subscribe to the Clips channel, link in the description. I'd say his Batman was better than Bale's. Bale was a better Bruce Wayne. Yeah, in fact, that's probably it. Pattinson was a better Batman. Like, he was just so much cooler, in my opinion. But as a Bruce Wayne, I think Bale had more. But I don't know if that's a credit to the actor or a credit to how well those movies were made and written, right? Because I feel like Pattinson could have done a better Bruce Wayne if he was given more to work with in the script. I just don't think he was given that. So that's the way I see it. I don't think it was Pattinson's fault. I feel like he could have delivered more of Bruce Wayne, but I don't think this movie gave us as much Bruce Wayne as some of the Nolan movies did, you know? I feel like this movie was way more focused on the Batman himself, which Pattinson killed that shit. He looked fucking huge in the first scene. Like, he looked like he was fucking 6'6" or some shit. I don't know. Camera tricks or whatever, but he looked fucking huge in the outfit. I know Pattinson Bruce isn't what people expect from Bruce Wayne, but I definitely preferred emo Bruce, who's barely around. I don't know. Emo Bruce is a bit, I don't know. I think Bale's Bruce Wayne was definitely more fleshed out. I have to say that. But in terms of Batman, like, Pattinson nailed that shit. Like, it was there. You know, he had the energy. Very convincing. It's still very jarring when the cop doesn't know that it's Bruce Wayne, even though, like, half his fucking face is visible, and you'd be able to figure that out. Like, you know, like, I know it's just someone's lips, right? But, like, I feel like if you met Bruce Wayne and you meet Batman, you should be able to see the correlation of lip similarity. But okay, fine. You know, it's a movie. You gotta have some, what do they call that shit? Suspending of disbelief or whatever. But apparently they teased the Joker at the end. I wasn't sure if it was the Joker because they were showing his face, which, I mean, I guess he was in a cell, so that makes sense. But I guess we'll see what happens with that. I need to actually go and watch that Joker movie because I never watched that. So I need to watch that and see what I think about it. You don't want to see another Joker? Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of Jokers recently. You got this one, we got the movie that came out. I think that was the Phoenix dude or whatever. And then obviously we had, you know, the GOAT, Ledger, that I watch it at home. No, I didn't watch it at home. It's not at home yet. It's not on streaming yet. I had to go to the physical cinema. Ugh. Anyway, we're gonna be ending the stream pretty soon since my stream setup is already as shit as it is, and I haven't even got like my outro and all that shit. I think they said 45 days after the movie drops is when it comes on streaming, so you probably don't have to wait too long compared to some other movies that be doing like 3-4 months and shit. What do I think about the 80s to 90s Batman movies? I've heard of them, but I haven't watched them, so no idea. Maybe at some point I'll watch them, who knows. But before I go, obviously subscribe to the Clips channel if you haven't already. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like, we're trying to hit 7K, hopefully before E3. But what was I gonna say? Mario Kart 8 DLC. I think it drops at midnight. Let me check my shit. You can see the shit is there. I don't know if you can actually see that. You know, I can't check, but yeah, you can't see that. Never mind. I was trying to show my Switch screen, but that kind of flopped. So the point is, the DLC is there. I think it's playable at midnight. I'll record it probably in the morning. It's not even a green screen. It's a fake. It's a plug-in to like simulate. Like it's supposed to remove your background without actually having a green screen. I'm actually just behind a regular wall, so yeah, that's why you can see my headphones. You can see the color of the wall. Very, very nice and shoddy, eh? But yeah. Mario Kart 8 DLC drops probably around midnight. I'll cover it in the morning, get it out by tomorrow evening, hopefully. And hopefully that should be some good fun. And I want to maybe stream it as well once I've done the video. Maybe stream just some online. But I don't know if I'll do that now or wait till I get back home. We'll see. Content might be a bit slow for the next week or so, minus the Mario Kart 8 thing, unless some crazy news happens. Just getting this shit set up to stream is a pain, because like fucking Mac OS is just not built for this shit, man. I need Windows. Still waiting on the Arkham streams, Prem. I need to do that. I do need to do that. I definitely need to do that. No joke. Actually, hold on. Let me check something. Let me just boot into like Windows right quick. If I could run the Batman games in the virtual machine, because they're kind of like, they're like a decade old now, aren't they? If I could run them in the virtual machine, then maybe I could stream them from here. I got Arkham Knight and Arkham Asylum. I'm guessing this one is older because it's only 7 gig. I'll try it. I'll see if I can get it to run through this virtual machine. Maybe I can stream it from here. We'll see. Windows 11. Yes, it's just a virtual machine. It's not my main computer. So it's Windows 11, but I got a Windows 7 theme on, so the shit looks super like clean, and you can't even see the start menu because of the way my shit is cropped. But it looks clean. Maybe there's a way I can show it. There you go. I don't know if you can actually see that. Never mind. How did I get the Windows 7 theme? I think I downloaded something called Start All Back. I think that's what it is. You can see like my taskbar. If my face isn't covering it, my taskbar's like the Windows 7 one. And then the wallpaper, I just downloaded that. It's actually not even sharp. The wallpaper's not even 4K. Anyway, let me end the stream now. Ugh. No, it's not a new setup. I'm away from home. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. Good state of play. Looking forward to the Hogwarts game. I'm gonna play it when it comes out, as I usually play games when they come out. And I think that's it. Look forward to the Mario Kart 8 DLC video and more streams when I get back home. But yes, it's your boy PREMulous. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. You know, it's your boy PREMulous. Rem Gang. And I'm out. Very shoddy way of ending the stream, but you know, it is what it is, right? So yeah.